All right, so it's been a couple of days since we got Palantir's numbers, and you guys remember what happened. Obviously, it was a couple of days ago. We got a bit too excited heading into earnings, and we saw a classic buy the rumor, sell the news event play out, where we got up to the mid-26s before earnings, or actually right when the earnings came out, and we were at 25.50 pretty much heading into the earnings, and now we're right at $21 per share. And notice we've been consolidating at about 21.50 over the past couple of days. You guys can see today being Thursday, we're consolidating there. Yesterday, Wednesday, all day we consolidated. And on Tuesday, the day after earnings, we pretty much held 21.50 for the entire day. So I want to do a quick update here on the charts when it comes to Palantir, go over what I'm looking to do, where I'm looking to buy even more of the stock, guys. So hit the like button, make sure to subscribe or follow along if you're watching on X. I'm actually posting these videos on X now, not every single YouTube video, but maybe one video a day I'm uploading on X. So make sure you guys follow me at Stocks Talk Stocks. Link down below, guys. And of course, with that being said, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So again, we saw the classic buy the rumor, sell the news event play out on Palantir, and I made a video on YouTube literally before the earnings talking about that, calling it out, and it didn't take, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that one coming, guys, and we pretty much nailed it, right? We saw the huge run up heading into earnings, and I was being patient. I knew in my head if the stock were to collapse after earnings, that was going to be my time to strike, and that's exactly what I did, guys. If you all know, I bought at $21.50 roughly. I added Palantir, and I'm looking to buy even more here post earnings, where I believe they reported good numbers, and of course the future growth with Palantir is insane, right? In my opinion, and $21, $20, $15, all these prices, right? They're going to be good prices to own the stock, in my opinion, moving forward, in terms of where the company is headed in the future. So for me, guys, I'm in at 21.50 with a small initial position, and I'm looking to add more if this thing goes down. Even if it doesn't go down, I'm looking to average into this, in the low 20s. If it doesn't go back into the teens, right? Which if it does, I'm going to be adding a ton more if it gets into that $15, $18 range. So now we're down around, let's see, from $26.44 to where we are now, $21.27. We are down almost 20% post earnings, which means, you guys know what that means, right? We're almost in a bear market on Palantir stock. And here on the 5-day, 5-minute, this is worth mentioning, we did actually go under $21 per share today. You guys can see that if I zoom in a bit at $20.94. That's where we hit earlier in the day. Then we saw a V-shaped recovery. Now we're actually selling off again. So you'll notice here this morning in the pre-market, we peaked at about $21.60. And during the day, about an hour or two ago, we hit $21.60, got rejected, and now we're starting to sell off yet again, which for me, guys, is music to my ears, as again, I want to build this position out. So by the looks of it, this could be going down to maybe test $21 again. Maybe it might go under $21 per share. So PLTR right now is looking interesting in terms of an entry point, in my opinion, and we could see more downside potentially, especially if we go under $21 and we take the lows out from earlier today being just under $21 per share. And notice, we do have a descending triangle forming here, so keep that in mind. If that does play out, we could get more downside. And another thing worth mentioning here on PLTR, guys, is we're actually towards the bottom of the channel on the 4-hour chart, which you guys probably know. I've mentioned this time and time again, right? If I clear the drawing set and draw a new fresh channel, you'll see how we're at the bottom of the channel pretty much right now. And that's not to say there can't be more downside. Obviously, there could be more downside, but to play devil's advocate here, maybe we don't go into the teens and maybe we're due for some sort of, short-term rally. As again, each time we've gotten pretty oversold towards the bottom of this channel, we have seen rallies before, right? You guys can see here in, when was this? The end of April. We hit 20 bucks, then we rallied into earnings. You guys can see here's another time where we hit 22 bucks, rallied to 27, and here we hit roughly 22.15, saw a little bit of a rally to $24. So keep in mind where we are here on the charts, guys. And again, it doesn't mean that we're not going to go lower just because we're at the bottom of the channel. But it's something worth mentioning, especially if you're looking to maybe trade this in the very short term. I'm personally in it as a long-term investment, but if you're looking to trade it in the short term and you're, speculating we're going to get a short-term bounce because we're at the bottom of the channel, hey, that could make sense. That could happen. But again, for me, guys, I kind of wanted to go lower. Call me crazy because I'm trying to build the position out even more. So what do you guys think about PLTR, where we are right now? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And before we move on to some other stocks, we'll break down the markets quickly as well. Check out the Patreon down below if you guys want to see me build out my $100 per week portfolio, and if you want to see all the charts, all my ideas throughout the day, and be a part of the Discord chat. It's very much worth it, guys. Check the link down below, the QR code right here, or go to stasserfest.com/Patreon. And again, you get to see me build out my private portfolio. All the buys, all the sells, the returns, all that good stuff is linked down below, guys, on Patreon. So join it. I'll see you in there, guys. Cheers. And now let's break down some other stocks that are moving pretty big time today, which Celsius is at the top of the list. What's going on here, guys? The company just reported earnings a couple of days ago. It looks like they reported 27 cents of EPS. Let me see exactly what they did. Let's see, 27 cents versus 18 cents expected on EPS, but sales missed, 355 million versus 389 million. But it looks like here UBS yesterday adjusted their price target to $92 from $99. They're maintaining a buy rating. BofA Securities cut their price target to $87, or from $87 to $80. They're maintaining a neutral rating. So it doesn't seem like they're running on any news right now. But, a ton of volumes coming in. We're breaking over the moving averages. We're taking out the highs from right when earnings came out. And CELH is, breaking out again. It's crazy. We were at 99 bucks, sold off to about 65, 66. We held that higher low, right? You guys can see that. And now we're fully breaking back out, and we're about to test the highs now from the beginning of April, right? Let me draw this out. 85 bucks is where we hit. We're pretty much there right now. And if this breaks on Celsius, guys, guess what? The momentum could continue. Keyword is could. Not guaranteed, guys. Obviously, trade at your own risk, but we're seeing a big move in Celsius today. Looks like Planet Fitness is also making a sizable move here. We're breaking out of the moving averages, both of them for the first time in months, and it looks like now we're breaking out because of earnings. So it looks like Planet Fitness reported EPS adjusted of 41 cents, which missed the 50 cents expected, and they also slightly missed on sales. Interesting, 248 versus 249.5 million expected, so double miss for Planet Fitness. But it looks like here they see full year 24 revenue growth of 4 to 6% versus the 6 to 7% prior, so they actually lowered that. So what the heck's going on here, guys? I'm not sure why the stock is going up on a double miss and a cut in guidance. I don't know what's going on here, guys. This is why the stock market is a funky place. But hey, we're going up. We're up 9%, breaking back out over the moving averages. We're pretty much at the highs now from around a month ago, also 2 months ago, right, at about $67. So if PLNT gets out of here, guys, we could be going back to the mid-70s in no time. So what are your thoughts? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe here on YouTube. Follow along on X if you're watching, guys, on X. And with that being said, cheers. I'll see you in the next one.